Mexican assassin Gustavo Trujillo looks to dethrone the heavyweight king. The proud blue-collar Mexican, Hurricane Ike Villanueva, who promises to make a thunderous statement. Plus, Helen Peralta will bring her own thunderstorm, fire, and chaos as she fights the former lightweight champion, Monica Medina, for the BYB Super Featherweight belt. For the first time in BYB history, it is a night of bare-knuckle brawls in the Bayou. We are inside the John A. Alario Senior Event Center for BYB 28. And it is going to be quite a night. Two titles are on the line. The heavyweight championship is our main event. The co-main event features the former lightweight world champion against Helen Peralta, Monica Medina. Helen Peralta for the very first BYB Women's Super Featherweight belt. What a night for the Bourbon Street Brawl. Hi again, everybody. I'm Mike Goldberg. Of course, my partner, the Magic Man, the former two-time world champion, Paulie Malignaggi. Paulie, they always say there's nothing bigger than a heavyweight fight. And tonight, we get two of the best heavyweights in the world.
Not only that, man, these are two of the most exciting heavyweights in the world. Between Trujillo and Villanueva, you don't just get the skill, you also get a lot of determination, the mental mindset. Because you notice a lot with BYB, a lot of guys sometimes lose and give in when they end up getting overwhelmed. These guys refuse to be overwhelmed. They are such good fighters. You see Ike here, he'll take it to you. He can take punishment, he can give punishment. You're not just gonna get rid of Ike just by making him uncomfortable. And honestly, he's a solid combination puncher. He's got that killer instinct. The Mexican warrior spirit, which obviously is a fan favorite of everything and also of everyone and not just Mexican fighters. He's got the character to make him one of the best fighters in this sport, and he's shown that by winning the BYB title.
His opponent tonight is 5-0. All 5 of his wins, first round finishes. He said, there is no possibility that I will not leave with the belt tonight.
And you talk about skill, Trujillo coming from the Cuban school, very, very skilled with his hands, but also another guy who comes with that, tough background, has been through a lot, and has the character to overcome a lot of adversity. I find this fight to be not only fascinating and exciting, but it's also, I think, going to be pretty rough and bloody.
Yes, this could be one of the best, if not the best, heavyweight fight we have ever had inside the Trigon. Let's talk about the co-main event. The former BYB Women's Lightweight Champion, Monica Medina, coming down in weight to face Helen Peralta for the very first belt in the women's division in the Super Featherweight division.
Oh, yeah. You got a little bit of a rivalry here as well. You got Medina, very, 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 very crafty in the way she fights. She's coming off that rivalry with Patty Juarez. Now she's coming in, she's looking for some redemption here. And honestly, Medina always looks cool as a cucumber. Whether she's fighting or whether she's in our fighter meetings, shows a lot of skill, shows a lot of calm. She's not really one of these types that yells and has to get herself pumped up. Very, very calm, but knows exactly what she's doing. Very, very crafty in there. And honestly, she can be easily underestimated because she's so calm. But man, get in there, you underestimate her at your own peril. Peralta, on the other hand, she's kind of feisty, man. She's got that, kind of in your face personality. She likes to throw big shots. She likes to get in the middle, in the mix, and just get down and dirty. But she'll also let you know. You kind of see her body language and you say, okay, this girl right here is a fighter. She's a fighter through and through. Sometimes you look at Medina, you look like maybe she's a little too calm to be a fighter. But then you get in there and you're like, well, she's a big-time fighter too. So again, clash of styles, clash of personalities. Looking forward to that one.
Gulfport, Mississippi against Helen Peralta, who was born and raised in the Dominican Republic. All right, the Trigon. It is the smallest surface in combat sports. We've talked about it, but we want to remind everybody how this surface is so special.
Oh yeah, 3 60-degree corners. Not like your typical 90 degrees in a boxing ring. 60-degree corners means if you get trapped in there, it is a lot tighter, a lot more difficult to get out of the corner. Also inside the Trigon itself, it's very small, so you can easily a couple of steps back and you wind up in those tight corners, those tight spaces. It attracts a lot of action, a lot of high rate of work, and again, I'll keep stressing, do not get yourself caught in the 60-degree corner, dude. Do not do it, because you're going to have to fight your way out of there, and that's why we get a lot of knockouts here at BYB.
We are going to start things off with a tremendous matchup. JD, the Berserker Burns, is back to take on Rome Lindsay. That is our first fight of the night. Coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the John A. Alario Center here in New Orleans, Louisiana. Tonight's home for BYB 28, the Bourbon Street Brawl. We welcome our viewers joining us around the world live on television and our live audience here tonight for a stacked card featuring 2 world championships and our co-main and our heavyweight championship main event. Introducing first our opening contest, 5 3-minute rounds in the super middleweight division, brought to you by Mike Bradner Law. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks, he stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighed in at 165.8 pounds. He holds a bare knuckle record of 2 victories versus 1 defeat, and he fights out of Topeka, Kansas. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Rome Black Hulk Lindsay. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trunks with purple trim, he stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. He weighed in at 165.4 pounds. He holds an even bare knuckle record of 3 victories versus 3 defeats, and he fights out of Lakewood, Washington. Introducing JD the Berserker Burns. Our referee in charge when the bell rings inside the Trigon, Nick Sherlock.
Nick Sherlock, our referee for this first fight of the night. Rome Lindsay and JD Burns.
Fighter ready? Fighter ready? Let's work.
Here we go. Immediately firing away is the Black Hulk. Burns in the purple and black, black and white for Lindsay, and they are going at it.
No feel out rounds here, Goldie.
Not at all.
Not when JD Burns fight, that's for sure.
Clean break, clean break, clean break, clean break.
Upper body strength put on display by Rome Lindsay, and Burns with a big smile on his face as usual because he's cut.
Oh yeah, and it doesn't really bother Burns to be cut. He tries to wear you down in a battle of attrition. Lindsay looks to be the physically stronger guy, trying to impose himself, but getting rid of Burns is not that easy. Let's see how Lindsay keeps this going here. We've seen Burns come back from behind in several wins. He's got the ability to hang in there through tough moments.
A lot of dirty boxing. Lindsay using his punches to get inside. JD with a swing and a miss.
Yeah, he's throwing those like a baseball. He's got to try to set those up better. He's telling Lindsay.
He's throwing them like JD Drew.
Yeah, exactly. Here he is. Comes full circle, Golden.
It does indeed, Paulie.
Oh, big shots there.
And Burns goes down.
Nice shot selection there by Lindsay.
That uppercut on the finish of that combination was nasty.
8. You want to fight? Step forward.
See if,
hands up. Fight.
see what Burns has left here.
Just about to the midway point of round number 1. Body shots, a lot of dirty boxing. Great use of the clinch, and Lindsay overwhelming Burns here early.
Yeah. Now the uppercuts again from Lindsay as Burns is just trying to
4.
turtle up.
5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10.
It is all over, just like that. Rome Lindsay is 2-0 inside the Trigon.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Nick Sherlock calls a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 54 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner by TKO, Rome Black Hulk Lindsay.
2-0 for Lindsay, both first round victories. Another impressive performance by the Black Hulk.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back inside the mighty Trigon for BYB 28. Our next contest is scheduled for 4 2-minute rounds in the heavyweight division, brought to you by Master Sound Productions. Let's meet the fighters. First, Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with gray and red trim, he stands 5 feet, 9 inches tall. He weighed in at 260.8 pounds. He holds a professional bare knuckle record of 2 victories versus 3 defeats, and he fights out of Fort Myers, Florida, by way of Saginaw, Michigan, introducing the Mad Titan, Jay Hook'em Fish. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks with red trim, he stands 6 feet, 3 inches tall. He weighed in at 231 pounds. Tonight, he makes his professional bare knuckle debut, and he fights out of Naalehu, Hawaii, introducing Dylan G. Rush. Our referee in charge when the bell rings, Nick Sherlock.
Heavyweight matchup, Nick Sherlock, our referee.
Step back for 1 second, Fish. Fish, you ready? Are you ready? Let's work.
Here we go. Professional debut for Rush, black with silver, black on black for Jay Fish. Good right hand thrown by Hook'em. Both men have grappling backgrounds.
And Rush, you can see, trying to use that jab, trying to keep that, use that height advantage, and try to use those straight punches, while Fish trying to get in there and land those overhand shots. One hit quitters. You see Rush not putting all the mustard on the shots, just trying to control Fish at distance.
Fish with a little showmanship.
Yeah, I think he's trying to distract Rush there. See Fish with a couple of hooks in him. Overhand right. Again, he's going to try to get the big shots. He's got to cut that distance a little bit. He's got to try to get around that jab or retaliate off that jab there. That's a way. It was one way to do it.
Yeah.
Over the top right hand.
Clean break, clean break, clean break.
Good job.
Clean break.
Jay Fish, patient. Rush trying to set things
Clean,
up.
clean, clean.
Body shot.
Clean, clean, clean. Whoa, whoa. Next time, I call clean break. You gotta listen to what I'm saying. Next time, it's gonna be a point. Good.
A warning.
Let's work.
Dylan Rush, Jay Fish continue. 45 seconds on the clock. Round number 1. Mike Goldberg, the Magic Man, Paulie Malignaggi, BYB 28.
Flip, flip. Let's fight.
Rush using those straight shots, but he's got to put something behind him to get the respect of Fish. Yeah, that's why exactly what I was looking for. Yep. From him as Fish trying to use those overhand shots and Fish, and when we get the overhand shots in, yes, countering is one way he can do it, and he's done that decently well, but he's going to have to also set some traps as well so he can lead a bit better. Because right now, the only leading is coming by Rush intelligently smothers after getting off that combination.
It's his first time in the Trigon, first professional matchup, and he's starting to find his way.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Nick Sherlock calls a stop to this contest after round number 1, before round number 2. Declaring your winner due to a corner retirement, fighting out of the red corner, Dylan G. Rush.
Started to find his way, a good flurry at the end of round number 1.
Yes, sir.
But watch this, Paulie. This is why Jay Fish couldn't continue. His knee goes out.
Oh, yeah. Kind of saw it there.
Yep.
Yeah. When he was coming in, throw that big right hand.
Now our next contest is scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division and is brought to you by Mike Bradner Law. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the white trunks with gold trim, he stands 5 feet, 9 inches tall. He weighed in at 169.7 pounds. He holds a bare knuckle record of 3 victories versus just 1 defeat, and he fights out of Nottingley, West Yorkshire, England, introducing the former BKB championship contender, Mark TNT Tiffin. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white trunks with black trim, he stands 5 feet, 11 inches tall. He weighed in at 169.2 pounds. He is a veteran of 11 professional bare knuckle bouts, and he fights out of Northfield, England, by way of Birmingham, England, introducing the former BKB super middleweight champion of the world, ladies and gentlemen, James "The Truth" Connelly. Our referee in charge when the bell rings, Bobby Wambacher.
Bobby Wambacher, our referee, two men who know each other very well, Connelly and Tiffin. Fight scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. Here we go. James "The Truth" Connelly. White and black trunks, Mark Tiffin. In the blue and white and good uppercuts and dirty boxing. That is Tiffin's go-to, Paulie, is the inside work.
Yeah, again, you said boxing's not what he likes, right? So he likes to bang it out, and he didn't waste any time either.
And keep in mind, in BKB, the clinch was not able to be utilized in the same way it is in BYB.
Walked into a nice hook counter. Connelly rolled with a nice counter left hook there. A little bit wide on the shot there was Tiffin. Again, we talked about boxing wasn't a strength hold, right? Real wide on the shot. Connelly made a miss and threw a little hook on the inside.
Starts with the jab, comes with the right hand over the top. Tiffin
with the right hand.
Almost clipped him with that counter left hook.
Took it better this time.
Yes. 5 3-minute rounds. Both these men very excited now that BKB and BYB are one.
Connelly is using that counter left hook very, very effectively. Tiffin jumps in, but really Connelly has that sort of counter checking left hook on radar. He scored the knockdown with it. He's caught him a couple other times.
Connelly had 64 amateur gloved boxing bouts.
You can tell. You can tell. He gives different looks. He changes levels a little bit just to try to confuse the target away from Tiffin.
Hear him calling for the check hook.
Yeah, there's a straight right and jab combination off of the movement. And you see he gets down low to get underneath the shots and smother Tiffin. Tiffin's going to have to make some adjustments here, Cody.
Tiffin did say when we asked him about his opponent that he is very skillful, and that would be very accurate with that amateur background. And with the fact this is his 12th bare knuckle battle.
Yeah, and you can see that. Connelly kind of does the old boxing trick where you kind of show it to you and take it away, show it to you and take it away. And therefore he gets Tiffin reaching a little bit by showing and then giving the illusion of a target and taking away, like right there. So he sort of bangs his head in and then steps out. And a lot of times he's trying to check that check on that counter left hook. When Tiffin jumps in.
Yep, sneaky uppercut there, Magic Man. In Connelly's set of Tiffin, a true fighter. So a lot of mutual respect and a good start to this light heavyweight contest.
Yeah, and Tiffin is just that. I mean, he's tough. He's not letting himself go too frustrated. He's trying to get in there and use what he can do.
3-minute rounds.
Coming in on his one step, step back and fucking let him keep composed. And when he bent down to squat, he just said to my boy, every time he's throwing his shot, he freezes the fuck up. And he lets your hands don't get close, ripping the ball again. You just gotta keep your punches tight. One time. Keep your punches tight, bro. You gotta call one time. That's it. Go on. That's ready? Fight!
Round number 2. James Connelly. And the white with the black waistband trunks, blue and white trunks for Mark Tiffin. Good connection by TNT.
A little short counter right on the inside as well by Connelly. The further into the mud this fight drags, the more Tiffin will like it. But Connelly is trying to keep it a clean boxing match.
2.5 week camp for Tiffin, 4 week camp for Connelly. Tiffin with a lot of movement. We know Connelly is a gamer and really hard to stop. If you just think back to that fight against LT Smash Nelson and the knockdown scored by Connelly.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It is all over. Just like that. James Connelly victorious in his first official BYB battle.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Bobby Wambacher calls a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 5 seconds of the second round, declaring your winner by knockout, James the Truth Connelly.
James, at BYB 27, just 4 short weeks ago, you accepted this fight. How do you feel tonight after a 4-week training camp?
I feel great. Like, I was fit when I actually done it, but yeah, what an experience being over here. Even having Paulie Malignaggi and Mike Goldberg commentating my fights, that's something to be proud of. So I'm glad to be here, but thank you.
Something else you can be very proud of is I was just told that this Saturday you're being inducted into the Bare Knuckle Hall of Fame. Congratulations. What does that mean to you?
Do you know what? I never got into this game to get all this what's happening, you know. I always wanted to fight. I always needed to fight. I started to fight. Next thing you know, I won Fight of the Years and now I'm in the Hall of the Fame. So these are all coming from just me wanting to fight, but I appreciate it and I don't take it for granted.
And now I hear you have your eyes set on a certain other person in BYB. Who might that be?
Well, my new good friend, LT Nelson, yeah? Where are you, pal? Yeah, what a guy, what a fighter. I did spend some time with him at the last show, and what a rematch that will be, yeah. So we'll look for that at the end of the year, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you.
They did become mates, hanging out 4 weeks ago. Smash and Connelly, that rematch is inevitable. That is for certain. The Trigon back in South Florida on Saturday, August 10th for BYB 29. Brawl in the Pines 3. More action in the Trigon when we come back.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest here in New Orleans for BYB 28. The Bourbon Street Brawl is scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds in the lightweight division and is brought to you by Mike Bradner Law, BigResults.com. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the blue and yellow trunks, donning the flag of Ukraine. He stands 5 feet, 5 inches tall. He weighed in at 136 pounds. He is a veteran of 2 bare knuckle bouts, and he fights out of Miami, Florida by way of Mariupol, Ukraine. Introducing Oleksandr Lion Sitarchuk. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the blue trunks with white trim. He stands 5 feet, 10 inches tall. He weighed in at 134.6 pounds. He holds a bare knuckle record, or he's making his bare knuckle debut tonight, fighting out of Opelousas, Louisiana, introducing Logan the Human Speyrer. Our referee in charge when the bell rings, Nick Sherlock.
Nick Sherlock, our referee. Mike Goldberg, Paulie Malignaggi, Mike Bradner. Did Mo get it right, the city?
Yeah, it's Opelousas.
Okay,
yeah,
he nailed it. He usually does. He's
does.
one of the best in the business. Here we go. Ukrainian trunks for Sitarchuk and Logan Speyrer with the blue and white trunks.
Sitarchuk trying to throw those big shots, man.
So, Paulie, Mike was on the LSU bouncing team. Not the boxing team, he was on the bouncing team. Yes.
Sitarchuk was cut already.
And Mike's philosophy in the courtroom, Mike, as you shared with us, is you're more of a street fighter than a scholar. You outwork all your opponents.
That's exactly right. And I like it better that way.
Exactly. Take charge.
Exactly.
Be first.
Sitarchuk trying to do the outworking here, but he's a little too wide. And honestly, his feet he's got some really slippery shoes on there. He keeps sliding. He's got, I don't know those shoes are like from 1892.
They're calling it. They're calling it an incidental eye poke, and it is nasty.
Is that a cut or is that an eye poke?
That's a cut.
Is it a cut?
Yeah. The ref's trying to stop the fight?
He waved it off.
If you stop the fight on a cut, though, you gotta let the doctor see first, right?
Yeah.
I mean, those shoes were horrible. He wasn't gonna go far with those shoes. I don't know.
It's like
how you show up.
almost.
Yeah. Those shoes were way too slippery. He wasn't able to even get his feet set for any punches. Sitarchuk is mad, but let's see.
Yeah.
That's not a big cut, honestly. I've seen a lot worse.
Paulie, you've seen a lot worse in the mirror after one of your fights.
Oh, he stopped. Oh, he called a timeout himself. You can't do that, dude.
He did a Chris Webber.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I thought the referee was bro, you can't just tell the referee you wave your hands like that.
No.
Honestly.
Learn yoga. Learn what yoga is.
Michael, stay with us.
Yoga will change the world.
Close his part of the show out when we come back with the official decision. Speyrer with the win. Mike Bradner, thank you for stepping in again.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for your support.
You're welcome. This is a great
Paulie,
event.
this is the guy you call if you get in trouble tonight.
Thank you,
I
Paul.
hope not to.
Right, here's Big Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Nick Sherlock calls a stop to this contest at 1 minute of the very first round, declaring your winner by TKO, Logan Nima the Human Speyrer.
60 seconds into the fight, and it was over as Logan Speyrer finishes Oleksandr Sitarchuk and earns a victory in his BYB and bare knuckle debut.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next matchup here inside the mighty Trigon for BYB 28 is scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds in the Cruiserweight division and is brought to you by Master Sound Productions. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with red trim, he stands 6 feet tall. He weighed in at 185.9 pounds. He holds a bare knuckle record of 2 victories versus 1 defeat and 1 no contest. And he fights out of Independence, Ohio, introducing Chad the Butcher Kelly.
Let's go. Let's go.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white trunks with green trim, he stands 5 feet, 10 inches tall. He weighed in at 185 pounds. He holds a bare knuckle record of 2 victories versus 2 defeats, and he fights out of Slidell, Louisiana. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott, the Irish Spartan, O'Shaughnessy. Our referee in charge when the bell rings, Bobby Wambacher.
Bobby Wambacher, our referee for our featured cruiserweight matchup here tonight in the Bayou.
Scoot back for me, Chad. Are you ready? Fight!
Here we go. Louisiana's own Scott O'Shaughnessy. White, green, and some black trim, black and red trunks for Chad the Butcher Kelly. And this is Dirty Boxing 101 early on.
Off they go, Goldie. Oh, good inside shot by O'Shaughnessy. Kelly went down. He's going to count a knockdown. That was a good inside shot. He took O'Shaughnessy with him.
Yeah.
Good call by Wambacher. I tell you, he got hit with a solid inside shot. Good call by Wambacher to see that.
Walk to me over here.
Wrestling in the background of Chad Kelly. O'Shaughnessy is a 4th degree brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So the clinch, comfortable for both men. That clinch a little uncomfortable though for Chad Kelly.
Stop! Don't hook his head.
Yeah, well, you know how to mix that clinch with dirty boxing.
Yep.
It'll give you advantages here in BYB.
Swing and a miss, but O'Shaughnessy able to avoid damage on the counter. Good uppercuts from Kelly.
Yeah, we just saw that a little bit of dirty boxing from Kelly. Yeah, O'Shaughnessy returns the favor.
This is a backyard brawl right here so far.
Oh, yeah. We saw O'Shaughnessy bring the Irish stuff, but you know what, Kelly, it's an Irish name too. This is a good old-fashioned,
certainly is.
Good old-fashioned Irish brawl.
Yep. James Connelly's father, who passed way too young. Patty with 2 D's, Connelly. So a lot, the Irish and the English for our previous winner earlier tonight. As they continue to work in the most exhausting way, and that is the inside dirty boxing and the clinch work. Kelly connected, both have connected.
O'Shaughnessy goes down.
Over there. Down. 4, 5.
Welcome to bare knuckle boxing right here.
Another good play by Wambach. Could have not been called a knockdown, but he swung to call a knockdown. I thought a good shot landed. These knockdowns can be a little tricky sometimes when guys are hanging all over each other, but Wambach's, I think, made both calls correctly with counting the knockdowns he has.
So 1-1. Both men with the knockdowns.
Good finish. That was a beautiful feint the way he set up that right hand, Goldie.
5.
Hope the truck gives us a replay. That was nicely set up.
O'Shaughnessy is up. 25 seconds on the clock.
Kelly goes back to the feints. He saw it worked the first time. This time not as effective, but O'Shaughnessy hanging tough. He's hurt. He's on the ground. Let's see if he's going to get up. He might be out.
5, 6, 7.
See if he's able to. O'Shaughnessy showing the Irish heart, man.
He said as a police officer, he's got to win every fight.
No, they didn't hear the bell. Wambach didn't hear the bell. The bell has rang. The bell has rung. The bell has rung.
I think it was the 10-second that you heard. Yeah, and then they finished with a flurry. So 3 knockdowns for Chad Kelly, 1 for Scott O'Shaughnessy. And 6. I don't know how that one worked. 9-7.
I went to break before the round. How we have even been doing that?
Yes, sir. Okay. When he fucking tries to clinch, right? Let's work the fucking body. That goddamn liver's wide open. Drop that motherfucker with a liver shot. Left hook over the top. That's what you dropped him with the first time. Fucking left hook. Right? Hey, oh, there's 1, 2, on our side. Let's go. Thank you. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back.
Round number 2. Chad Kelly nearly
Can't do this. You can't do it. Fight.
round number 2. Chad Kelly nearly finished Scott O'Shaughnessy at the end of the first, but they come out swinging again. Both men leaving it all in the Dragon tonight. As talented and skilled as Kelly is.
Kelly hit him when he was down.
Yes, he did.
I don't know if that is one by the court.
Yep.
Over there. Get up.
Kelly looking for his first win since March of 22 at BYB 9.
And Kelly had some momentum going for him, but that was clearly after O'Shaughnessy went down, he threw that punch and landed it well too. That's the problem.
Got some Irish in the crowd here.
Yeah. Oh, naturally.
Yes, true that.
For this fight, for sure. I mean, O'Shaughnessy, Kelly talked to O'Shaughnessy, he's just going to face the punch. Well, he's got to try to keep it between the rules. Let's see. Yeah, let's see how this is going to be ruled now. They stopped the fight, but let's see how this is going to be ruled now.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Bobby Wambacher calls a stop to this contest at 37 seconds of the second round. And due to an illegal shot to a downed opponent, the red corner cannot continue. This bout has officially been ruled a no contest.
Second straight no contest for Chad Kelly.
Ladies and gentlemen, our championship co-main event featuring 2 of the baddest women in the world, 2 of the best female bare-knuckle fighters in the world.
Learned how to become a boxer as well. I've known how to fight. I know how to wrestle, I know how to grapple, but I've learned how to be a boxer too. So I think all the way around, like, I'm one of the best out there.
Well, this is the last time you saw Monica before you step into the mighty Trigon. Any last words? Just go.
Helen Peralta, I know that she has a pretty heavy left hand, a left hook on her. She's gonna come out hard, but I feel like she's gonna get tired really quickly. And I'm not gonna get tired. I'm gonna put the pressure on her and I'm gonna break her mentally and I'm gonna break her physically. I definitely have prepared to be more technical, be smarter in this fight, you know. I don't have to come out there and knock her out in the first round, you know. I'm gonna wear her down, I'm gonna drag her into the later rounds, and I'm gonna finish her.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your World Championship co-main event of the evening. 6 2-minute rounds for the BYB Featherweight Championship of the World. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with white trim, she stands 5 feet 1 inch tall. She weighed in at 125 pounds. She holds a bare knuckle record of 2 victories versus no defeats with 1 no contest. And she fights out of Fairfield, Iowa, by way of Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Introducing Helen Peralta. And her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing purple, green, and gold Mardi Gras colored trunks. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall. She weighed in at 124.8 pounds. She holds a bare knuckle record of 2 victories versus 2 defeats, and she fights out of Biloxi, Mississippi. Introducing the former unified BYB and Police Gazette Diamond Women's Lightweight Champion of the World, ladies and gentlemen, Monica Phenomenon Medina. Our referee in charge when the bell rings, Bobby Wambacher.
Our tale of the tape for this title fight. 39-year-old Medina against 36-year-old Peralta. Medina is the taller of the 2 fighters.
Protect yourself at all times. Touch him up if you want.
Fight scheduled for 6 2-minute rounds. Bobby Wambacher, the man in charge.
Right here. Right there. You ladies ready?
BYB fight. Gold on the line. Here we go. Mardi Gras trunks for Medina, black trunks for Peralta. Good shot early. Caught the eye of Monica Medina.
Peralta wants to throw in those heavy hands.
You hear the corner. There it is, right on cue, throws the overhand.
Yeah, Peralta's seeing it though, they gotta.
That's Aaron Graham in the corner of Monica Medina.
Peralta's a good snap on those shots as well. Yeah, she goes wide, but she also gets some sharp snap. It seems like Medina's shots are more being pushed out.
I was just gonna say, Monica knew coming in she needed to weather the storm early, and that's exactly what Coach Graham said.
Okay. But also, it's the way they deliver their shots. There's a different kind of snap on. Didn't they say there was a bet for a knockdown?
Yes, that's true.
There's the knockdown. And it's over, too. She has gotten out.
It is all over! Helen Peralta is the first ever BYB Women's Featherweight World Champion.
That was a statement, man. That was really awesome. That's how you go, because it wasn't just the big shot at the end. She picked it out very well. She set it up very well. Good shot selection. But also, even before that, the way she was snapping off those shots, even her reflexes and the way Medina was missing or not landing cleanly. What a good setup. Throwing that left hook to get her arms up high and leave that opening up the middle for the uppercut. Look at a throwaway left hook. That was done very well. A throwaway left hook to get Medina's arms in position to get around her face instead of up the middle. That way there's nothing protecting from the uppercut. Very well set up shot. And you can see this, Medina's head pop up. That landed cleanly and barehanded. Oof.
And Paulie, it's not just that setup with the wide hook. it was that whole round. So Monica's hands kept getting up, and then that home
and then
was
the
there.
difference, Medina looked like she was pushing her shots instead of snapping them. And why? Because she was hesitating about what was coming back. She was hesitating about missing and paying for it. So she was hesitating. And a lot of times you throw what you don't really want to throw, and you're pushing them out.
To make it official, once again, here is Big Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Bobby Wambacher calls a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 16 seconds of the very first round. Declaring your winner by TKO and the new BYB Featherweight Champion of the World, Helen Peralta.
Congratulations on becoming the first ever BYB Women's Featherweight Champion. How do you feel?
It feels all right. I mean, I feel like I need another one to balance it out. It feels like it's too much weight on one side of my shoulder.
I feel you, it's good. Yesterday in fighter interviews, you said that recently you've had to block out a lot of noise and that fighting is an escape for you. How did you feel with that and having this championship?
It feels good, you know. Before I used to be worried about like whether I win, whether I lose, and I put a lot of stress into reality. We tend to miss reality because we're trying to control it. So tonight I came out, I'm like, I don't give a fuck who wins. I'm just gonna go there and throw some fucking hands. And the results is when you're relaxed, things come to your way.
I have a feeling a lot of people are gonna have you on their minds now that you're champion. Do you have your eyes set on someone else?
Well, my biggest problem is that I love to eat. And watching my opponent, Monica, her last 3 fights were against the champion at 135. And by watching the fight, I was not impressed. Today is a testament of that. So you know what? Let me get another title fight.
All right, you heard it here first. Congratulations.
Helen Peralta is the champion.
She wants Patty Juarez.
She's already calling out Patty Juarez, the top woman in the Trigon, present day.
The Trigon has arrived to the John A. Alario Center for BYB 28.
In the world of bare knuckle fighting, where legends are forged in blood and sweat, there are moments that transcend the sport. Moments that etch themselves into the collective memory of those who witnessed them.
Both undefeated, both knockout artists, and are both two of the baddest men to ever fight with or without gloves.
Tonight, we witness a war of the ages. Gustavo Trujillo, known to all as the Cuban assassin, embodies the ferocity and spirit of a true warrior. Younger, hungry, and relentless, Trujillo fights with the intensity of a man destined for greatness.
Esta noche lo que el público debe esperar de mí es que yo noquee a Ike Villanueva.
Villanueva's career is a saga of triumphs and trials. Each scar tells a story of battles fought and lessons learned. His experience is his weapon, his heart his shield. Tonight, he fights not just to defend his title, but to solidify his status as one of the greatest. With the heavyweight championship on the line, every punch, every move, every moment counts. They've trained tirelessly, endured pain, and overcome obstacles to stand here tonight. This isn't just a fight, it's a defining moment, a testament to the spirit of bare knuckle fighting. This is a war that will echo through time. Who will stand tall when the dust settles? Will it be the Cuban assassin, carving his name into history, or the veteran Ike Villanueva, proving that experience is the ultimate weapon?
Our main event, 6 3-minute rounds for the BYB Heavyweight Championship of the World. Ladies and gentlemen, live from New Orleans, Louisiana, this is your main event of the evening. 6 3-minute rounds for the unified BYB and Police Gazette Diamond Bare Knuckle Heavyweight Championship of the World. Brought to you by BYB Extreme and Mike Bradner Law. It is sanctioned by the Louisiana State Athletic Commission. So, New Orleans, I need you all to get up out of your seats, raise your drinks high, and get wild! Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with white trim, he stands 6 feet 5 inches tall. He weighed in at 237.1 pounds. He holds a perfect, undefeated bare knuckle record of 5 victories versus no defeats, with all 5 of those wins coming by way of knockout inside the first round. And he fights out of Miami, Florida, by way of Moronciego de Avila, Cuba. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, presentando Gustavo Cuban Assassin Trujillo. And his opponent, the champion, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the blue trunks with gold trim. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall. He weighed in at 239.1 pounds. He holds a perfect, undefeated bare knuckle record of 3 victories versus no defeats. And he fights out of H-Town, Houston, Texas, USA. Introducing the reigning, the defending, the BYB heavyweight champion of the world, ladies and gentlemen, Hurricane Ike Villanueva. Our referee in charge for this World Championship main event, Bobby Wambacher.
All right, gentlemen, this is the main event. This is for the BYB Heavyweight Championship. We've been through the rules in the back. I expect a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Touch them up if you want.
Here we go. The wait is over. Villanueva and Trujillo for the BYB Heavyweight and the Police Gazette Diamond Belt.
Scoot back for me, Gustavo. You gentlemen ready? Fight!
The heavyweight main attraction is underway. Villanueva in the Astros blue trunks, white trunks. Now working the black trunks is Trujillo. Switched it up on us, Dada.
Yes, he definitely did. I just seen it.
Tricked us.
Trujillo trying to establish that wrong jab. Ike is trying to get in there. Those big hooks. Trujillo has to be careful going straight back like that, guys.
Yep.
Trujillo's aiming at the body well a couple of times. Good left hook to the head as well.
Good combination, heavy return fire from Hurricane Ike. Trujillo has finished every one of his fights in round 1.
The trap set there by Trujillo to get that uppercut in there, and Ike Villanueva is cut. More body work from Trujillo.
You can tell he's really going after that body.
Setting up well, too. Ike goes down to the body as well. This is where Ike Villanueva has to get his work in there.
Work on that rib cage of Cuban Assassin.
Stop! Stop! Step back! Fight!
That's how you nullify a size and reach advantage. Ike is connected often. Good combination answered by Trujillo.
Good exchange there. I think Ike is feeling those shots. Trujillo is very strong.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Villanueva going at it like a Mexican warrior that he is. He seems to be a big gun this far in the fire artillery department. Trujillo's power is hurting him.
The knockdown scored by Cuban Assassin, and there's knockdown number 2.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
He's
on. Want to continue?
He's going to fight his way through this. I don't know if he's going to have the technique, though, to out-technique a real technician in Trujillo. Again.
Takes a knee.
3, 4, 5,
take the 8.
6, 7, 8. Want to continue? Come on. You want to continue? Walk towards me.
He's mad at himself.
Yep.
Oh, good body shot there. Body shot finally got him. Those body shots are being sold very well by Trujillo.
6, 7.
That one will take the fight out of you, man. The body's hard body shot will take the fight out of you.
10. Ladies and gentlemen, Referee Bobby Wambacher calls a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 44 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner by knockout and the new unified BYB and Police Gazette Diamond Heavyweight Champion of the World, the Cuban Assassin, Gustavo Trujillo!
Let's go!
Thank you. Beautiful fun.
Let's go, baby!
Wonderful. Congratulations on this win, Gustavo.
Thank you.
So, you just heard it announced. You are the BYB Unified Heavyweight Champion of the World, the oldest in history. How does it feel? Te acaban de anunciar como el campeón unificado de los pesos completos. Ese es el cetro más antiguo en los deportes de combate. ¿Qué se siente?
Me siento happy, estoy feliz, estoy contento porque el sacrificio que he hecho en el training ha dado resultados. Esto yo sabía que iba a llegar tarde o temprano y he trabajado para eso. Mi entrenador Caicedo y Yuka han estado conmigo ahí día por día. Esto solo es el principio, faltan muchas cosas por lograr aquí en esta liga y quiero dar las gracias a BYB por darme la oportunidad, primero que todo a Pepe por confiar en mí, a BYB por confiar en mí y darme esta oportunidad que la estaba esperando por tanto tiempo.
He's very happy. He understands that the sacrifices were absolutely worth it. He wants to thank his corner, Caicedo, Yuka, for all the work that he's done. He has been preparing for this for a long time. He also wants to thank BYB for this opportunity. He wants to thank, who else? Oh, Pepe for getting this opportunity to be able to come and take this win. And of course, you have a lot of names that you mentioned the times that we've spoken. Now that you are the guy, you are the name that everybody is going to call out. But who would you like to face? Obviamente hemos hablado en muchas ocasiones y tú has querido enfrentar a muchos. Yeah. Pero ahora tú eres el hombre que todo el mundo quiere nombrar. Pero entre tú y yo, ¿a quién te gustaría enfrentar?
Bueno, vi el campeón de BYB, hablando un poco de mierda también. Chicos, estamos ready. You know? Quisieras pelear conmigo, tú me dices qué día y estamos peleando. Y Villanueva, quiero darle las gracias por darme la oportunidad. No sé, una revancha puede ser tarde o temprano, que se recupere, que esté bien. Bendiciones para la familia de Villanueva y es un gran peleador y mucho respeto para ti, mi hermano.
Well, there's this champion in BKB and he's been talking a lot of crap. So, hey, I'm ready anytime I'm willing to take this. And of course, anybody that's willing to take the opportunity in Villanueva, he wants to thank him for this opportunity. He doesn't see a reason for not having a rematch. Whenever he's recovered and ready to go, he's willing to take that offer. But I know this has been a really tough month for you. What does this mean outside the powerful Trigon to have this right now? Yo sé que ha sido un mes bastante complicado para ti. ¿Qué significa todas estas circunstancias que has tenido fuera del Trigón para que ahora tengas este cetro?
Bueno, como muchos de BYB saben, mi esposa estuvo una semana en el hospital, casi se me muere. Mi familia ha estado pasando por muchos procesos de salud. Tuve una semana sin entrenar, tuve bastante, no diría problemas psicológicos, pero sí me ha afectado un poco a la hora de entrenar. Pero bueno, esto se siente que fue pagado, ¿no? Fue pagado, que la vida me dio la oportunidad de ser campeón y agradecido.
Well, as many people in BYB know, my wife was in urgent care. She was there for a whole week. I almost lost her, and we have other circumstances that are related to health that kept me out of training for about a week. But I am here, and obviously this is the result. This is the payback for having difficult times. And he did mention earlier that this is just the beginning. So where do you see yourself next? Si este es el inicio, ¿qué sigue para ti? ¿Qué es el reto que sigue para ti?
Bueno, me gustaría enfrentar, ya dije, al campeón de BKB en Europa. Quiero pelear en Europa. No sé si BYB me da la oportunidad de pelear en Europa con él. Lo que quiere hacer esa pelea en Europa delante de su gente. Y nada, vienen muchas cosas que BYB me tiene preparado para mí. Yo estoy seguro que van a haber grandes peleas.
Felicidades.
Gracias.
He says that definitely he wants to take a win. He wants to take a challenge in Europe. He wants to fight the champion in BKB. And of course, he wants to just take this opportunity and take it further. And I asked him obviously what was next for him. He goes, he just wants to take it all. You had last words? ¿Tenías unas últimas palabras?
Sí, quiero dar las gracias primero que todo a No Orleans por darme la oportunidad de pelear aquí y darme respeto. Gracias. También quiero darle las gracias a todos mis patrocinadores que han estado conmigo desde que empecé hasta ahora y a toda la familia que está aquí, mía, mi esposa, mi hija también que está pasando por un problema de salud, mi hija mayor por acá que está aquí, mis entrenadores, Angelina Castro, Manuel Milanés, los abogados que están por ahí también, mi hermano, gracias. ¿Qué puedo decir? No sé quién se me olvida, pero quiero darle las gracias a todo el mundo. Bendiciones, salud y prosperidad para todos los que están aquí presentes.
He just thanked his whole family and all his friends, and obviously he wants to thank the city of New Orleans for giving him the opportunity. Thank you so much. Gracias por una excelente pelea. And this is obviously outstanding words. Now we go back to our desk. Regresamos con ustedes a la mesa.
Thank you, Claudia. Congratulations, Gustavo Trujillo. Not only was his wife in urgent care in a very dangerous situation, his 21-year-old daughter, Jaylee, battling cancer, but yet he stayed focused. He let fighting be his way to get away from it, and he gave all that sacrifice, and it showed off here tonight.
Yeah, a lot of times you can make that negativity motivate you and build up a fire inside you. You can tell that Trujillo did exactly that. He uses that negativity in his life to push him forward more and motivate him and to be there and make it necessary for him to win so that he can take care of these family members.
And he's done a great job of doing that in his professional career. And tonight, he leaves with the diamonds and gold as the heavyweight world champion. Our knockout of the night is brought to you by Mike Bradner Law, BigResults.com, and it belongs to the new featherweight world champion, Helen Peralta. The uppercut. Bam! Knockout of the night.
Well set up. It's sharp shot.
To Helen Peralta. We will next see you in South Florida. Brawl in the Pines 3, Saturday, August 10th. And it'll be a great night of fights at BYB 29. The Light Heavyweight World Championship will be on the line in the main event as 5-0 the Savage Hawkins looks to defend his 175-pound gold for the first time when he looks to claim victory over Venezuela's legacy of God, Gregory Cisneros.
Yeah,
that's a great.
It's a nice little battle right there.
Yeah,
I tell you.
And Robert Duran looked great in his debut.
And Cub and Cisneros, I think they have a past in MMA as well. So, bit of a grudge match between those two. Looking forward to that one.
Somehow, as nice as Cub is, he's got to pass it about everybody. And then BYB 30, it's off to Wales for the historic event. Saturday, August 17th, headlined by a battle between two of the world's very best, as the Welsh wrecking machine, 10-0 Barry Jones welcomes two-division BYB world champion LT Smash Nelson to his homeland. Tonight, Rome Rule over Burns, and then Dylan Rush in his debut finishes Jay Fish. Connelly and Tiffin traveled over the pond, put on a show, and James Connelly walks away with his arm raised. Logan Speyrer fighting at home, finished the Ukrainian and got the win. A no contest between O'Shaughnessy and Kelly.
That's a good brawl though.
The belt to Peralta, the belt to Trujillo. For my powerful partner, Paulie Malignaggi, Mike Gilbert saying so long until next time. We see you right back here inside the Dragon.
Cuban assassin, Gustavo Trujillo!